Hey guys, it's me, CDK. In this tutorial, I'll be going over pretty much everything you need to know about the ledge and how it works. Over the past few months, I'm sure that some of you have noticed that there's been a lot of controversy regarding the ledge and the strategies centered around it. Because of this, I think it's a good idea to discuss the ledge and its mechanics. Since there's so much information on ledge mechanics, I'll be going over this topic in two separate parts. In this video, I'll be going over the basics. The more advanced stuff will be covered in next week's video. Alright, so let's begin with some details that you probably already know. The ledge is mainly used for helping you recover by allowing you to grab onto it during your recovery. It also briefly makes you intangible, which can protect you from any edgeguard attempts. Because of these two things, the ledge plays a huge role in how the game is played out. There are 4 essential rules regarding the ledge that you need to know if you want to ensure that you're able to effectively recover with it. If you're holding down while approaching the ledge, you won't be able to grab it and you'll simply fall past it. If you're facing away from the ledge, you also won't be able to grab it. There are some characters that are able to grab the ledge backwards though. Captain Falcon, Ganondorf, the Space Animals, and the Lynx are some examples of characters that can do this during their up B. Only one person can be holding onto the ledge. If you try to recover by grabbing onto it while your opponent is holding it, or while they're doing a ledge option, you'll end up falling to your death. This act of denying someone the ledge is referred to as edge hogging. Sweet spotting your recovery by the ledge is crucial. The term sweet spotting refers to spacing your recovery move in a particular way so that you're harder to edgeguard while still being able to grab the ledge. Now let's talk about the 4 basic options that you have while holding the ledge: rolling, attacking, standing up, and ledge jump. These options all have the potential to be useful, but some are much better than others. When your character undergoes the animation for each ledge option, they're actually intangible during part of it, and the amount of intangibility that you have depends on the option that you picked. For example, your character is intangible during a large part of the ledge roll animation, but is vulnerable to attacks throughout most of the ledge jump animation. Each option also keeps the ledge occupied for different amounts of time, so if you're trying to edge hog someone, you'll have to decide which option to use carefully. The properties of these ledge options vary from character to character, so I'd recommend doing some research and testing if you want to know what your character's best options are. Keep in mind that when I talk about the properties and usefulness of these ledge options, I'm speaking really generally. Another important detail about these ledge options is that the percent you're at when you do them actually matters. When you're at 100% or higher, all of your ledge options are slower, and ledge attacks will have different animations and hitboxes. Standing up is simply done by pushing forward while holding onto the ledge. It's one of the more rarely used ledge options because it leaves you vulnerable to attacks near the end of the animation, and typically doesn't occupy the ledge long enough to make it good for edge hogging. Doing an attack off the ledge is done by hitting A, B, or Z while hanging onto the ledge. This option leaves you slightly more vulnerable to attacks compared to standing up, but makes up for it by having your character put out an attack shortly after their intangibility wears off. Attacking from the ledge is risky, but it can be really helpful with getting back on stage if done successfully. Because it keeps the ledge occupied for a decent amount of time, doing a ledge attack can actually be pretty useful for edge hogging. Rolling up is done by pressing R or L, or pushing forward on the C stick. This option usually keeps you intangible the longest, and also occupies the ledge the longest, which makes it a really effective edgeguarding and edge hogging tool. You're still vulnerable to attacks near the end of the animation though, so you have to be careful about when you decide to use it. Ledge jumping is done by pressing up, X, or Y while holding the ledge. Ironically nicknamed the tournament winner, this option is by far the worst because you're vulnerable throughout a majority of its laggy animation. Most players usually ledge jump on accident, and because it's such a slow option, it can be punished on reaction. Out of the 4 ledge options, it also occupies the ledge for the shortest amount of time. Despite this, some characters can find ways to make it useful though. Here are the ledge options listed in terms of how much intangibility they usually provide you in order from most to least. And here are the options listed in terms of how long they occupy the ledge so that no one else can grab it. from longest to shortest. Every character has unique animations for these options, so the order of their ledge options for ledge occupancy and intangibility may be slightly different. Lastly, if you choose not to do anything after grabbing the ledge, you'll automatically start falling off of it after 11 seconds if you're below 100% and after 8 seconds if you're at 100% or above. You'll almost never hold onto the ledge for that long, but it's good to know just in case the situation arises. And that'll conclude part 1 of the ledge mechanics tutorial. Make sure to stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be going over the more interesting, advanced ledge options like ledge dashing. Keep an eye out for that next week. Here's a really quick summary of everything that I talked about. Please remember that although some ledge options might be situationally better than others, it's up to you to recognize and decide which ledge option to use. They all have situations in which they can be useful. For this week's Comment Wars, my question to you is, which character has the best basic ledge option, and what about it makes it the best? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you learned something new, or just enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. See you next week.